Sean Hickey, Syracuse offensive lineman with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. You're home for New York sports. Levack out today, so it's just me and Sean, baby, rocking the airwaves for you. Sean, the draft is on stinking Thursday, man. Are you ready to get this crap out of the way or what?
Yeah, it's been a long process and an interesting one, and going through the span of back to I started training in December, and just really been waiting for this really for the past year, and just ready to get the weekend over with and see where I go, and finally get on a team and play some football.
Now, you mentioned it's been an interesting process. What has been the most interesting aspect of this process that you've been through in preparing for the NFL draft?
There's different phases. So after you finish off the season, then goes into preparing for the All-Star game. So you got to do things to get ready for the All-Star game. Then from the All-Star game to the Combine. And the Combine's a whole interesting event in itself. And then you go back, and then you continue training for your pro day. And once the pro day is over, you start training for getting ready to go to mini camp and being in shape for mini camp. So it's a different types of training you have to do, as well as between the Combine and my pro day, and a little bit after my pro day, I had 8 individual private workouts. They've all went extremely well, and they were with O-line coaches from certain teams. They've all been great. So just so many different aspects of the process. It's an extremely long job interview, and it's been fun, but at the same time, I'm excited for this weekend to see what happens.
Sean Hickey, Syracuse offensive lineman out of Murrysville, Pennsylvania, 25 minutes from Pittsburgh. Now, Sean, you are projected to go in the 4th to 6th round of the NFL draft Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Do your agents have a feeling, any kind of grasp on where you might go, and any insight they've given you up to this point?
We've been hearing right now the past couple of days. I've heard from the 8 coaches that I've worked out with in the past, ever since I started the private workouts. I've heard from 7 of them in the past few days. They got really good feedback from the coaches, and they really enjoyed the workouts and wanted to coach me. However, they don't really decide on the draft. It's the front office. But we've been hearing anywhere from a couple teams with a late 3. We've heard a lot of 4 and a lot of 5. So that's kind of what we've been hearing at this point. But the draft's a crapshoot. It really is. You can go higher, you can go lower, you could be right where they project you at, just depending on who else goes in the draft and who goes, what team needs what position at what time. And it's really a crapshoot whenever you start getting into what team needs what position in a certain round. So we have an idea, but you're not going to know until it happens. So we're just going to be getting more information in the next couple of days, but ultimately it's just a waiting game once the weekend comes around.
Syracuse offensive lineman Sean Hickey with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. You're home for New York sports. 6'5", 309 pounds. Dude, one of the biggest performances of your career at Syracuse was against a guy that we've been talking about a lot in the NFL draft preview world, Vic Beasley. You did really well against him. Have coaches brought that up, that film up? Has that been a reoccurring conversation of your performance against him? How much did that one game help you out?
Yeah, I actually got off the phone like a half hour ago with a specific coach, and he brought up that game, and I think it helped it out really well because it showed that I can handle speed as well as he brings a sense of quickness, elite pass rushing off the edge, and he's strong as well, and he basically was throughout the year doubled and triple teamed through the entire season, and I, for the most part, had him one-on-one the entire game. It did help. It showed I can handle speed, my pass pro ability, my technique, my patience, all those things. And a lot of coaches really like that film, as well as my Louisville film and the Florida State film. Well, those were arguably my 3 best games of the season against the 3 best talent groups I went up against in this season. And for me to come up big in those games was important, and it hopefully helps my stock.
Syracuse offensive lineman Sean Hickey with Armen Levack on the team. You have a great relationship with former Syracuse man Justin Pugh, of course, first-round pick of the now New York Giants. Have you talked to Justin about this process and the draft and emotions and advice or anything he tells you between the college game to the pro game?
Yeah, he's been helping me out a lot with the different phases of the draft process. So whether that's getting ready for the All-Star game, then getting ready for the combine, then getting ready for the individual workouts, and then pro day and all those things. So he's kind of let me know exactly what I need to expect in each one of those types of events or workouts, and which is giving me a good understanding of what I need to do going into it, what they want to see, how they want you to respond to certain coaching or to a new technique, well, everything along those lines. And he's really helped me out a tremendous amount, and I couldn't be thankful enough to have someone like that in my corner.
Has he recruited you at all with the Giants coaches? I mean, all I'm saying is, accidentally going to the O-line coach's office, because we all know the Giants need some O-line depth in this year's draft. Maybe just happen to mention to them, hey, just throwing this out there, guys, I have a great chemistry with Sean Hickey. I mean, if you guys want a good 1-2 punch, we can both go guard or tackle. We can do-si-do if you want to. Maybe do a little recruiting campaign for you within Giants land.
I've heard he has a little bit. I haven't directly spoken about that with him about that specific subject, but I heard he's done a little bit of that. And to what extent, I'm not sure, but I've heard he's been throwing a few good words around the facility. So we'll see what happens, though.
That can't hurt at all, man. A little bribery, maybe. Who knows what he's got cooked up for you? Sean Hickey, Syracuse offensive lineman with Armen and Levack on 104.5 The Team. Are there teams that you've heard from more than others that you've been in contact with recently?
Yeah, you get it. I'm getting a sense of who really likes me at this point. Now, it's courtesy to the teams. I'm just going to keep that as anonymous just because they ask. They ask for that just for strategic draft purposes.
Come on, Sean, that's not good radio. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, but I've been hearing from a good amount of teams, and there's a group of them that I keep hearing from, and I hear really good things about from that they really like me, and they're really excited, and I'm hoping that. I'm willing to go to any team that's willing to take me at any time, but I've been getting some good relationships with some of these teams, and hopefully one of them picks me on the weekend.
Well, I know you growing up just 25 minutes from Pittsburgh. Every single draft prospect that we talk to, all you guys play this BS card of, oh, I like every team in the NFL. I'm totally okay if anybody drafts me, which is great. That's PC. That's awesome. But, dude, you definitely grew up watching the Steelers and loving what the Steelers organization did when you were a youth. Isn't that accurate?
Yeah, I've been. My family's had season tickets to the Steelers since the '60s, and I've been going to games my whole life growing up. So yeah, I definitely grew up a Steelers fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. One of my close buddies is Kelvin Beachum. He's an offensive lineman for the Steelers. So if you get drafted, we'll swap your phone numbers. You guys instantly can start that chemistry and getting to know each other. And here's to that, hopefully happening. Or I'll say this too, man. Wouldn't be a killer to have you in our New York sports land. Would love to have you on regularly if you're a member of the Jets, Giants, or Bills as well. So, Sean, all the best of luck to you, man. What are you doing? What are your plans for the draft? You doing it at the house? You going low? Or you going a little higher at a bar, watching party? What's the plan?
I'm just going to be at my house watching it throughout the weekend. A few friends and family over just to watch it, but it's going to be a few of my former teammates from Syracuse are going to come down and watch it with me just because they've been through the journey and all that stuff and been there every step of the way. So they're going to be a few of them will be here. I asked a couple more guys to come, but a few just had some scheduling conflicts. But it'll be a good weekend just sitting here watching and seeing what happens. Any
talk about what kind of food will be served at the draft party? I mean, this is your time to really, throw down, celebrate. Have you been asked by any friends or family members as to what you would like to be served from an edible standpoint?
There'll be steaks to be made, but I'm not the biggest steak guy in the world, but most people really love steak. I mean, I enjoy it, but I'm more of a chicken guy. There'll be some of that. There'll be a lot of us are a fan of buffalo chicken pizza, and so getting some of that. And there's going to be a couple of different things on the list. I'm not exactly sure everything's going to be made, but it'd be an interesting food selection on come the weekend.
Oh, buffalo chicken pizza. So you're a spicy guy, aren't you?
Oh, hot sauce on everything.
Oh, see, my co-host Levack, that's how he rolls. But, I'm known when I walk into Buffalo Wild Wings, they just, take off the top 5 spicy flavors, and they're just like, here's the bottom 5, man, whatever you want. Like, I will not go hot, dude. I just can't do it. He makes fun of me all the time, but he would tell me that you being 6'5", 309 pounds, of course, the real men love the spicy stuff. So Sean Hickey, Syracuse offensive lineman, projected in the 4th or 6th round this weekend in the NFL draft. Dude, have fun with him, man. Don't try not to be too nervous. I mean, it's only the rest of your life we're talking about. No big deal. But good luck to you, man, and we'll definitely be in touch, all right?
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.